The Twin Cities police officer charged with killing a driver during a controversial shooting goes on trial tomorrow. Prosecutors charged St. Anthony police officer Jeronimo Yanez with manslaughter. Yanez pulled over Philando Castile in Falcon Heights last summer, thinking he matched the description of a robbery suspect. The Ramsey County attorney called what happened next unjustifiable. The officer's attorney called it self-defense. WCCO's Bill Hudson will be covering the trial and previews what this case hinges on.
When Philando Castile was pulled over the evening of July 6, 2016, the world was watching. A public already decrying police shootings of civilians would have yet another.
He just shot his arm off.
The shocking video shot by passenger Diamond Reynolds was instantly posted to Facebook. Quickly, the shooting of Castile by St. Anthony police officer Jeronimo Yanez sparked angry protests at the governor's residence and obstructive marches on Interstate 94.
You're not going to want people who have had bad experiences with officers.
Defense attorney Joe Tamburino is not associated with the case, but he says jury selection will hinge on potential juror bias and general opinions of police.
And the third thing is you want to make sure that your juror can place themselves in the shoes of Officer Yanez.
Defense will be out to show that any reasonable officer would have responded the same way. Castile was armed that night but had a legal permit to carry.
Did the officer, as he was viewing Mr. Castile, feel that Mr. Castile was about to go for his weapon?
Prosecutors will argue otherwise, saying that he was complying and about to hand Yanez his license. Jurors will not be taken to the actual scene of the shooting, now a makeshift memorial here along Larpenteur. And in a blow to the defense team, they will not be allowed to do a reenactment using the actual car. Also not part of the case, defense attorney Marsh Hallberg believes Yanez starts with a slight advantage: public opinion.
I think in this case, actually, the defense is walking in, I think, in a way more favorable than the state, because there is generally, in Minnesota still, a great respect for law enforcement.
Prosecutors will try to show that Yanez acted unreasonably, with negligence. Key to both sides is that 90-second gap, the time from when the car was first stopped and when the video rolled.
It's really going to come down a lot to credibility of exactly what was said, how it's said. Why was the car really stopped? What was really said when they came up to the side? That's going to be questions of fact.
Jury selection begins Tuesday morning. Bill Hudson, WCCO 4 News.
Attorneys think jury selection alone could take the better part of this week. It's expected that testimony will take another couple of weeks after that. Stay with WCCO 4 News on TV and online through social media for continuing coverage of this case.